sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. Guys looking good early off to the 2-0 start. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he takes this all the way back for 6. there is Prescott. The throw, taken in. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Prescott. The throw here is complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get back to Javonte Williams. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Down inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They'll send a man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. The RPO, that one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That his 1st touchdown of the new year. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Condors offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people. And he's in! Touchdown, Honolulu! It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Condors are on the board. It's now 14-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one fielded at 15. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Yeah, bring it go.
Now, Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action. Here's Dak. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Seibert's extra point is true. Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Condors offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 11 and quick to pick up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Rolling to the left. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Condor. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Condors draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Condors 14. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Prescott now. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Scouts. Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Condors offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They try to establish some tempo. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
Forced out left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his left. There he goes again.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll run again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Cam Little on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. So, halftime straight ahead. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Condors offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Liking 18.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Honolulu. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. I actually don't love these plays, Mike, just throwing it up to the back corner on 2-point tries. But when you have the confidence that your guy can go up and come down with it, and you can execute it at this level, it certainly worked out this time.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job by the return. Guaranteed as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah! There we go, boys.
They run over center with Williams. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 41.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
In motion, Lamb. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
A 2-yard
It is
loss
3rd
brings up
and
3rd
long.
down and 12.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
The Condors offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
1st down. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Condors.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. That escapability on display, as you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
It's 2nd down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Escaping, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. They need one right now. 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. It's a touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Condors have taken a 4-point advantage.
32. Cowboys 28. Cam Little to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts at the 13. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the play fake. Dak. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oops. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Throw to the right side. It is caught. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Condors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Gain of 14.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
First down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Here we go. Stack.
Now a give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes holes, the run lanes. They've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Let's go. Check, Panther, Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Ready, set. Set. 68. Ready.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Little is good. And the Condors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
It's third and 1, and here's Prescott. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Yeah. There we go.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's going to be caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dak. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's second down and 10.
Another try, second and 10. Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Condors are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for our visitors. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.